Do you want to start a blog or have started one already and not getting anywhere? I bet you're wondering why you're not making any money yet, right? Hi, my name is Suzanne Stoddard from Legitimate Affiliate Training, and I'd love to help answer your questions. If you stay with me to the end, I'll share with you the biggest reason why so many marketers fail online. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more helpful videos to come. Okay, so let's start. Here are my 8 reasons why you're not making money with blogging. Reason number 1, you're choosing the wrong niche. Your niche is that particular topic that you want to help people with. It's the topic that people are asking questions about. Though many people will say choosing something you're passionate about, you have to consider if it's going to be profitable. I mean, you're doing this to eventually make money, right? Just because you love something doesn't mean anyone else does. You want a niche that people are asking questions about. So try using something like Google Trends. And this is it here. Okay. And you can see how an overall niche is doing. So for instance, if you pick a very narrow niche called beaded keychains because you love creating beaded keychains, well, according to Google Trends, there's hardly any information on that. They couldn't even give you any information. That wouldn't be a good niche to choose. But if you try something like, let's say, strength training, look at this. See how well it's doing? And it's even going up over time. So this would be a good niche to get into. I want to show you an article I found and their opinion on the top niches for 2020. And because it's also important for you to niche down, in other words, narrow down your niche, they show you some sub-niche ideas. Now, this isn't written in stone. These are just what they consider the more profitable ones. So anything about weight loss. But weight loss is much too broad a term for your keywords. So here are some sub-niches. Weight loss for women, or weight loss for problem areas like upper arms. Weight loss programs. Keto is always very popular. Or foods and supplements. So this is how you would niche down. Another one is hosting and VPN services. Okay, and they again have sub-niches like cloud hosting or managed hosting. Muscle and bodybuilding. Again, very broad niche, but you can niche down to things like workout videos or a program, P90X, or maybe the supplements. And it's also important for you to choose only one niche. You want your audience to remember you for one thing only. You want to become an expert in your niche, and by researching and writing about just one topic, you'll grow to be that expert, if you aren't already. Okay, reason number 2, not investing money in your blog. First impressions matter, don't you agree? This applies to many things in life, and your online impression is just as important for your business. You can do this by purchasing a good theme like Divi, which allows you to build your site with a drag and drop editor. Generate Press, which is a very lightweight theme and could really help your upload times. Or you could use themes. This is my personal favorite right here. And their new theme builder is so easy to use. It's again drag and drop, very intuitive. And it's something that I think you would really enjoy. And keep an eye open for Black Friday sales. They might even go on sale. Your next thing is good hosting. It's important to have reliable uptimes, site security, dedicated email address, and especially important, that customer service. You really want someone who's going to get back to you in a reasonable time and help you out. I came across an article online, PCMag.com. They do lots of comparisons and testing. And you can see here how they've compared a lot of services, okay? And they've got links to them so you can check out the pricing. So if you look online, and if you're like me and you like to compare many of the services to start your research and then break it down, this is a great place to go. Another problem you might be having is not building a brand for yourself or your products or services. Take a look at your 3 favorite blogs. How do they stand out? Do they have a memorable logo? How about their style of writing or their color theme? Did you know that your color choice can be a huge advantage for your business? Take a look at this article from the CoSchedule blog. This image sums up an entire article that's quite long, but look at the colors and what they mean. Yellow is optimism, and look at all the brands that use this. Orange would be friendly. Excitement would be a bold red. Okay, if you want to be creative, use purple. Using blue develops trust and dependability. Peaceful would be green, and gray is kind of a balance. It gives you a calmness. And this is a great way to think about what your niche is about and what you might want as a color theme. So this is a great article. And don't worry, I'll be leaving all these links below in the description, okay? Reason number 3, creating short or low quality content. The bloggers who are seeing success are the few who do things the right way. First of all, you have to make sure your content is relevant to your niche. If your website is all about strength training, for instance, don't write random posts about your dog or something. Secondly, your article should range between 2,000 to 3,000 words. I know this takes longer to create, but this is what Google is looking for right now. They will rank you much easier if you have a long article because they're assuming that you're providing a lot of value to your visitor. The other thing is, are your blogs readable? Make sure that your font style and size are appropriate for mobile devices. So you don't want anything too small, because if somebody can't read your article, they're just going to move on. No one likes to see or read a huge block of text. It kind of reminds you of being back in school and reading textbooks. So make sure you're spacing every 2 or 3 sentences. And don't forget those subtitles, because a lot of people like to skim through articles, and if you give them subtitles, it's easier for them to skim. And everyone loves images and videos. Make sure that you use those to help explain your topic. Lastly, can your reader easily share your posts? Make sure that you add a plugin for social media share buttons and have them somewhere on your page. Take a look at one of my articles here from my site. Notice that I always have a header image and I use subtitles. Okay, these would be H2 subtitles. I have internal links. I have external links. Okay, and I have more subtitles. Okay, this would be the H2 subtitle. This one would be an H3. I've embedded a video here. And notice all the white space. I only make paragraphs about 2 or 3 sentences long. So this is one way to do an article that's easy to read, and it gives skimmers a good idea of what each section is about so they can skim through. And of course, you don't want to forget your call to action at the bottom. Okay, this is, you're asking your visitor to do something, whether it's clicking on an affiliate link because you're promoting something, or if it's just to answer a question you may have for them, or you want them to comment. Okay, you should have some sort of call to action. And then your share buttons. And this is a great way to have them share with their friends if they like your article. Let's move on to reason number 4, which is not focusing on SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. It's basically doing everything you can do to make Google like you so it'll rank you on the first page of the search results. Most importantly, you want to use keywords that people are searching for. There are many keyword research tools online that'll help you find those keywords. Okay, just a simple search like what are free keyword tools online. I found an article right here and it listed a whole bunch of free tools. So this is another easy way for you to find those free tools if you don't want to invest in one right away. Now, the best thing you can do for a newer blog especially is to use long tail keywords. This is the tool that I use called Jaxi, and I love this tool. It is a paid tool, but it's very efficient. Now, look, if we put in strength training, very broad term, right? Because look at the monthly traffic, over 13,000 per month. That's a lot of traffic, and that's great, but the SEO says 66, so that means you only have a 66% chance of getting on page 1. with your ranking. So I wouldn't necessarily use this. It's too broad and there's too much competition. But if we go down some and you narrow it down to strength training workouts for women right here, notice that the traffic is much less, but look at your SEO. You have a 95% chance of being on page 1, and your traffic is much more targeted. So if you're promoting specific workouts and you have affiliate links for that, this is more likely going to get you the kind of traffic you're looking for. And then you should remember that for all keywords, you should put them in your title, somewhere in the first paragraph of your article, put them in the first alt image tag, and near the end of your post. And that's about enough. If you do too much more than that, then Google thinks you're keyword stuffing and they don't like that. Another important thing that you should be adding is your metadata. Now, this is my article in my back office, okay, where I would make my edits. And then as you scroll down to the bottom of the article, you have an area below where you would add your metadata. Now, I use an all-in-one SEO pack, which is great. It shows me what I need to fill in and where. If you don't have this plugin, there will be other places below in your back office for adding your metadata. And that's an important thing to do for Google. Another thing that you want to make sure that you do is adding your alt tags in your images. Okay, alternative text right here. So every image that you have, always add a text to the back of that image. Your visitor won't see it. This is just for SEO purposes. And don't forget to add any internal links or external links. Anything that might help support your claims, you want to add an external link. Let's see if I can find one right here. Okay, that was linking to the article that I got these statistics from. So this is all part of your SEO, and it's very important for ranking purposes. Okay, now let's look on reason number 5. And this is that you haven't considered your user intent. This is again relating to those long tail keywords, okay? Consider the consumer life cycle and it'll help you find your best keyword. I did a little map here for you to show you. Okay, and this is the user intent. That everyone who goes online to shop for anything typically goes through this cycle. The first phase is the research phase, and this is when they're just researching a general broad topic. Like in this case, they're typing in what is strength training, for instance, okay? Very broad, and they're just at the beginning of their search. They're not ready to invest in anything just yet. Your next phase is your decision phase. Now, this is where they're starting to research products and services. They know what strength training is, and now they're starting to look into what they can use to be able to perform strength training exercises. So they might be using keywords like strength training workouts at home. Your last phase is the purchasing phase. This is the phase where you have the opportunity to make some money. This is when your visitor is ready to buy. They're basically searching online for a specific thing and their credit card is in hand and they're ready to buy. And they might be looking for keywords like 5 best strength training exercises. So this is something that you want to consider when you're looking for keywords. The 5 best strength training exercise is what they would call a long tail keyword. And the same with strength training workouts at home. Okay, it's much more narrowed down than just strength training. I would consider going for either of these when you're doing your content because both should bring you much more targeted traffic. Okay, reason number 6 is not being consistent. There are many detailed strategies for consistent blogging, but what's important is just be consistent. That means posting relevant content on a regular basis. You can't write 3 or 4 articles in a week and then not touch it for a month. Google won't reward you for posting erratically like that. They want to see consistency. And it's not only good for your SEO, but it builds trust with your readers as they develop expectations from you. You'll see a rise in returning visitors if they know you'll be posting each Wednesday or Saturday or whatever days you wish. A simple way to do this is to just follow a schedule. For instance, if you want to post 3 times a week or just once, Make sure to add it to your schedule. And if you're on a roll, create several at once and schedule them to post over a series of days or weeks. This is a great way to get ahead of the game if you plan on going on vacation. That way you always have something being posted to your website. Let's go on to reason number 7, monetizing too early. It's always best practice to not add advertising to your site before you've built a brand or have a loyal audience. I know it's tempting to want to make some money right off the bat, but ads are a real turnoff to your readers, especially if your site is small with very little content. Your visitors will bounce if they don't know you or your content, and yet they're bombarded with ads. And until you have significant traffic, all you can use are ads like Google AdSense. So it's better to hold off to keep your site user-friendly. Google Ads don't pay that well anyway, and they tend to slow down your site. If you can wait for 25,000 sessions, that's according to Google Analytics, and then apply to sites like Mediavine, they're much classier and they pay much better. But you do need 25,000 sessions per month to be able to apply for them. Another thing you shouldn't do is place affiliate links in every post. Again, I know it's tempting, but this will just backfire on you. Let's take a look at what Google says. Here, under their guidelines for affiliate programs, they say that sites featuring mostly content from affiliate networks can suffer in Google's search rankings because they don't have enough added value content that differentiates them from other sites on the web. So many years ago, people used to just throw affiliate links onto short time articles and get away with it and make money. But Google has gotten a lot smarter, and they're more concerned about the value that you provide to your reader. So if you had an affiliate link on every article on your website, they're going to start to think that you have a very thin site and you're not offering a lot of value, and they're not going to rank you. Now, on the other hand, if you have a 3,000 word article and you are providing value, then that's a little bit different. So here they're saying that good affiliates add value, okay, by offering product reviews, ratings, navigation of products or categories, and product comparisons. So basically what they're saying is that your content should only be a minor part of the content on your site. Okay, and here's an important question. Ask yourself why a user would want to visit your site first rather than visiting the original merchant. So that means that, if you're not giving value, why would they want to be on your site to begin with? And if Google figures that out, you won't be ranked. Okay, reason number 8, lack of patience. Now, this is probably the biggest reason why marketers aren't making money with blogging. Making money takes time. It involves a continuous process that builds traction over time. It requires you to have a long-term vision for your business. This is certainly not an overnight get-rich scheme, no matter how many of those scammy marketers promise you that you can get rich quick. This is the trap that so many beginners fall into. They see these shiny product promotions pushed by these dishonest marketers, promising them that their products can start making you $500 a day overnight. It's just a huge lie. Yet, people will spend thousands of dollars on these crappy products, hoping to find the loophole or the secret to make it easier. But there's no such loophole and there's no such secret. My mentor, Philip Borman, has the best analogy for this. Take a look at what I made here, just to prove a point. He says that assume you join a gym and you start working out. And just because you do 50 sit-ups doesn't mean you're going to get a six-pack tomorrow. It takes continuous work over and over again for 3 to 6 months before you even start to see any results. So you see, it's like building one website. And you want to create content. But you have to rinse and repeat, continue creating content. And then your results will start to show in 3 to 6 months. That's when you can expect to start seeing a six-pack. If you can get your mind wrapped around this truth, you'll be able to get past those negative emotions when you're frustrated or fed up with no results. Once you learn the basic rules of SEO, WordPress, content creation, all those things, it's just a matter of rinsing and repeating over and over again. And if you don't quit, the snowball effect starts and you'll reach the success you hope for. And thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope I could answer some of your questions and help you move forward with your business. And any of the links I refer to, I'll list below in the description, okay? And if you'd like some excellent, actionable, free training to start your online journey the correct way, please click on my link below. You'll meet my mentor and learn how to avoid those shiny objects that just never work. Did you find value in my video? If so, please hit like and consider subscribing to my channel. I have so much more to share with you. Cheers!